Hey, today we're here at our Dover Street project. It's a project that we call an affordable luxury. My name is Daoud Bey. This is Sean Conroy of Keller Williams, and I'm Daoud Bey of Fine Print Companies and Fine Print Construction. Today we wanted to sit down and talk to y'all about the Turnkey program to try to give you more enlightenment on exactly why you see me posting videos talking about generational wealth and long-term residential on home ownership. So at the end of the day, we want to make sure that y'all get a complete guide today on exactly what steps that you need to take to be able to obtain one of these houses. Right now, we're sitting in a house right now where we didn't cut any corners. The same finishes that we put in these houses are the same finishes that I put into houses that sold for $750,000. So we didn't cut any corners. Just because it's affordable, that don't mean it can't be luxury, and that don't mean that your house can't be looking nice and looking sturdy, so you can make sure that you know that this house is going to be and have a lasting effect for you and your family. So today I wanted to ask Sean today, introduce you to Sean Conroy. Like I said, of Keller Williams. Sean has been working heavily to try to educate buyers about what the process is for the Turnkey program. So Sean is our realtor. He's been really blowing them out the box. We probably got about 15 of the 39 houses sold or under contract now. More people are starting to come in more now, but we wanted to make sure that we put out enough information so you can also get an opportunity to get these houses. So Sean, can you tell them a little bit about yourself, about your company, and then why do you feel as though that affordable housing is so important in these communities in South Philadelphia and throughout Philadelphia?
Sure. My name is Sean Conroy. I've been a realtor in the city of Philadelphia for over 20 years now, and working with first-time home buyers is my favorite thing to do. Right. So this program, which is the best program in the country, not only in the city of Philadelphia, but in the country, yes, for first-time home buyers. The PHDC has given buyers up to $75,000 to put down on houses. These houses are new construction, 10-year tax abatement, 1-year builder warranty, 15-year roof warranties. These are houses that we see in new construction houses flips throughout the city that people are paying $600,000, $500,000, $700,000, $800,000 for. So it's a great program. It's very exciting to watch people buy a home that they didn't even think they could buy a home.
Right. And when you say like best in the country, because I've been hearing, and I'm part of some of the administrations with this new administration with Sherelle Parker, and she has a bold idea and ambitions to bring 30,000, not just affordable housing, but also rehabbing houses and maintaining houses and stuff like that. How do you think the Turnkey program can help her reach those type of goals?
I mean, it's a slam dunk. It's the money that you're getting to buy these homes from the city that you don't have to pay back is bringing your mortgage down to $1,300 to $1,500 a month. Where can you find a rental that looks like this for that price?
Right.
Nowhere.
Right.
Nowhere. So I think her goal through the Turnkey, we can make that goal.
Right. So on average, Sean, I know you've been seeing closings and stuff. People may have credit issues and different things like that, because I don't want people to get discouraged about their income, because it's for low income individuals, but also the credit issue has been a problem where certain people feel as though they can't get past the credit aspect of it, so they just basically just stop and don't even try.
All right, so the lowest credit score for a conventional loan is 620. The lowest credit score for an FHA loan is 580. So if you come in with a low credit score, the Turnkey program has lenders that you have to use to buy their product. And I have lenders lined up that are approved with the Turnkey program that if you do have some credit issues, they will guide you of things to do to get your credit up to get you approved for a program.
Right. And when Sean say about he have bankers lined up that's already approved by the Turnkey program, the Turnkey program requires that certain banks, if they want to give you loans, they have to be a part of the Turnkey program, which is a part of the mission of the affordable house program. So they coming in automatically knowing certain people got issues with their credit and their tax issues or their papers and different stuff like that. So they even providing ancillary support to help you along the way, to help you go into financial literacy classes, helping you with home buying programs that's out there to help you get your credit and stuff like that together, to help you figure out ways in order to be able to get down payment money. Because down payment monies be a big issue sometimes, but they got programs at Urban League and various other different places that if you save up $2,000, they'll match your $2,000. Yeah. So that's $4,000 that you got to be able to put down towards this house. But Sean, tell them on average how much you seeing people having to put down for these brand new construction homes.
I've done about 25 closings so far for these, and I've seen people average less than $2,000 out of their own pocket.
Wow.
Less than $2,000 out of their own. That's less than a deposit, a first, last, and security deposit.
For an apartment.
Yeah, for
a one bedroom.
Yeah, for a one bedroom house.
Right.
So they're averaging less than $2,000. I've seen people have to pay $500. I've seen people have to come pay $1,200, $1,300. Like, these numbers are crazy to buy a home.
Right.
You can't do anything.
And this is why I'm pushing the envelope, y'all, and let y'all know that this is not just PHA housing. No disrespect to PHA housing, but back in the day, people used to have a stigma in the black community, like, I don't want to buy affordable housing. They look affordable. The mayor has stressed affordable luxury. Having people like myself, Fine Print Construction, come from these neighborhoods, understand the history that I just explained. I'm putting my all into these projects to make sure that we're not cutting corners. When you get a chance to see exactly how these projects are, the flooring, the steps we putting in, the cabinets we putting in, all of our finishes is top of the line. Our vanities, top of the line. So at the end of the day, we making sure that we try to make sure that you people are buying houses that we would live in. You understand? Like, if I feel as though I can live there, my kids can live there, I want to make sure I put the right product in there. And I believe that's been our competitive advantage, is making sure that we don't cut corners when it comes to finishing. So the next thing, me and Sean are going to walk y'all through a couple questions that I want to ask Sean, because people need to understand the order of operation.
You have to register for the turnkey and be registered for them to buy these homes.
That's it. All you got to do is go through a process, follow the instructions, step by step, and they really making it easy. Like, when you go on the website, they're going to give you step 1, step 2, just like you putting together a piece of furniture or something like that. It's really easy for you to get through this process. Don't think that this process and this house buying process is not for you. You 21, you 22, you 25, you 30, 35 years old. These houses for y'all. If you got a job, you understand, you can get this house.
Had a 22-year-old girl making $30,000 a year.
Wow.
Bought a house on William Street.
Wow. Now, I didn't even think $30,000. I thought that was too low.
It is
to qualify.
It's a little low, but she had some down payment money. But she, the bottom line is, if you don't think you can, talk to us first.
Right. This person out, or these people out there, you know what their name are? Yeah. They said, they this, they, who the hell is they? Don't listen to they. You understand? Call Sean, call me, call the Turnkey program, you understand, and find out exactly what it is, and read, for crying out loud. Read, you understand, and follow instructions, because at the end of the day, they will trick you out your spot. Don't listen to nobody. Figure out what the process is, and we're going to start walking you through what that particular process look like now. So, Sean, I'm an interested buyer. I have a job. You understand? My credit may not be that well or whatever. I got a couple dollars in the bank, but I want to join up with this Turnkey program. What will be the first step that I would have to do in order to register to get on the radar of the Turnkey program?
So David's going to have a link on his website to the Turnkey site. And we basically have this process map that he's going to put on there too. So the very first thing you need to do is register for a Turnkey account. Simple enough. Second thing is, you're going to complete what's called an interest form on the site. All these things are right on the site. Third thing is, you're going to complete your application with your information. The fourth thing you're going to do is you're going to watch a webinar on their site to obtain a PHFA certification. The webinar is about 15 minutes to a half hour long.
Don't take long at all.
All you got to do is watch it. As soon as you're done watching it, boom, they're going to send you the certification. At that point, you're going to need to upload documents and that certification that they sent you. So the documents they're looking for are your income documents, which is going to be your W-2 forms, your bank statements, your pay stubs. Don't miss putting anything in there. If you miss putting something in there, they're not going to get in touch with you.
Right.
So the important thing is to do everything that's required. W-2s, bank statements, pay stubs.
So the key to this, y'all, is following the 5 Ps. You know what the 5 Ps is? Preparation prevents piss poor performances. So be prepared beforehand. We explaining to you exactly the documents that you need. So before you even go onto the site, playing around with it, make sure you got all of your documents together. Read the site though. Go on there, read the site. Make sure you understand all of the documents that you need. Write it down. Make sure you, whatever it take, if it take you a month, 2 weeks or whatever, get your accountant. And also he didn't mention 1099s because you can also be self-employed and still making the right amount of money. So make sure you got your W-2s or your 1099s to make sure that you got all your documents that you need so you can upload. You're going into corporate America, okay? So you need to give your W-2s, your Social Security. You got to give up information in order for people to verify who you are, okay? So at the end of the day, that's the things that we want to do. Number 7, right, is to turnkey schedule your one-on-one housing counseling meeting. These are one of the most important steps. So when you come to joining us and say that you qualify, make sure you checked off all of these off the box. And Sean is correct. I'm going to upload a photo of this into my link. But the link is also in my bio at Daoud Bey D4S. The link is in the bio. You go to my bio. You see the Linktree link. You go to the turnkey link, click it on. The application is right there for you. Fill out the application. Make sure you got everything there. I'm going to also have the checklist on there for you as well. You look at the checklist, make sure you upload all of your documents, and then you on the roll, and then you'll know that you got everything done. And then when they start communicating with you, when you start getting emails and calls and going to the housing counseling programs and going to the seminars that they're going to have for you to learn more about the turnkey, they make you go to certain programs. When you go there, you got to get a stamp to prove that you was there. And I think you may have to have 3 or 4 stamps or 7 stamps or something like that in order to complete that particular process. So when you go through that process and you got everything complete, you're like, you know what? I'm ready. Either they're going to approve me or deny me. 9 out of 10 times you're going to get approved if you follow the proper protocol is the bottom line. So once you follow the order of operation, you basically figured out how to solve the problem. So at the end of the day, we want y'all to stay focused on this turnkey program because this is something that's really going to impact our communities, in particular Black and brown communities. It's for everybody though. But at the end of the day, these neighborhoods that's been heavily gentrified and majority of the people that was in these neighborhoods, I mean, I used to live right here in Point Breeze. It's hard now to get a house in Point Breeze for less than $300,000-$400,000. So when I'm talking to y'all on these videos, this is real stuff.
Yeah.
We dealing with the city of Philadelphia. Like the scrutiny is on these projects. So this ain't no hustle.
It's changing people's lives.
It's not no hookup. And it ain't about how many doors we sell. It's about how many people that we impact. So that's the thing. It's changing people's lives. So like we provided affordable housing, you understand, affordable luxury. But we also, like I said, we're giving you opportunity to buy at least $200,000 in equity. You're buying money. You understand? You're buying a nice place to live for you and your children. And for us that's in our 40s and 50s, close to 60, we may not think we're going to be around 15 years. Because 15 years is a 15-year deed restriction, Sean.
Yes.
Explain to them about the 15-year deed restriction, and I'm explaining to y'all why not to worry about it.
So they're giving you this up to $85,000 to put down on the house. So that money down becomes a deed restriction. You don't pay. It's like a second mortgage that you don't pay on. After 15 years, that money is starting to be forgivable. That means you've owned the house for 15 years. After 15 years, it starts to be forgivable. And by year 20, it's completely gone. So that's $85,000 that you got for free. $85,000 that you got for free.
I never looked at it like that.
To live in a great home.
Right. And that's only $85,000. But then what's the value of the house once it's appraised? Well, so then you starting out in the beginning with a plus, with $85,000 in your pocket. You understand? Now, 15 years later from now, I know these houses around here. Y'all know me, Jazz you up and all that. We've been flipping houses around in the South Philly, Point Breeze, Grace Ferry area for years. So at the end of the day, we done built new construction houses and sold them for $500,000. You understand? So we know that you getting these houses for $170,000, $190,000. You understand? You're automatically buying a few $100,000 in equity. That's what we mean when we talk about generational wealth. Because generational wealth, if you are the older individual that have a city job in particular, because again, this is workforce development. Workforce development is for those that's part of the city workforce that can afford these houses because they're making $55,000, $60,000, $40,000 a year, typical average city type salary. So the workforce development program is allowing you to get these houses at this price like that, and you automatically, like I said, you may not cash in, you understand, or benefit from it so much, you understand, because we never know whatever going to happen. But for your kids, for your family, generational wealth ain't just about you. That's just you being wealthy. Generation is about the next person. So this is not a selfish thing. Make sure you set up for long-term plan, because this is a long-term play. And if you look at it from that perspective, it's easy for you to become a millionaire, because automatically you buying this house. I know for a fact these houses are worth $500,000. Now let's say you do something else and get yourself another house worth $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. That's when you become a millionaire. You got two houses worth $500,000 a piece, but I'm just going to tell you, you're still going to feel broke. So anyway, we're going to wrap up. You know, I think we might have covered enough ground, but maybe some other stuff, Sean. If there's anything else that you think that, you know, from your process, and the thing, let's talk about some of the things before we wrap up. Some of the things that just get on your nerves sometimes, because it's all right, you know. But we want people to understand that we're here to help you. All we need you to do is help us help you.
Yeah. I mean, the most frustrating through is getting through the process. It seems to be people uploading their docs correctly. But once you're in the program and you've come to our open house or you registered and you have my number, you have my partner Charlene's number, you can reach out to us and me, Charlene, Daewoo, will be in contact with the turnkey to get you through.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the most frustrating thing is just the process sometimes. But if you're in contact with us, we'll get you through.
So what the Sixers say, y'all, I know we tired of them, but we got to trust the process. You understand? So we got to trust the process. And remember, whenever someone say the process, we already know it's going to be a little pain.
We got to lose to get.
Yeah, we got, you know, we got to go through some sacrifices and things like that.
But we're here to help.
It's a sacrifice that's worth it. So again, y'all, Sean, please give them the name of your company, your phone number, your email address, as well as your Instagram account.
It's Sean Conroy. I work for Keller Williams. I'm on the Summers team. My phone number is 215-479-3021. Sean _sells Philly on Instagram and Sean Conroy for Facebook.
Good. And I'm Daoud Bey at d4s.com on Instagram, Daoud Bey on FaceTime, Daoud Bey on LinkedIn. And my number is 267-577-2490. I can always be contacted through Instagram. My email and everything is on Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. Pay attention to what we're talking about on Instagram, because I'm always giving y'all $1 million worth of game. I'm always giving y'all a call to action. You understand? So I don't talk a lot on Instagram, but I will do more of it. But I'm also I'm showing, not tell, because that's what it's all about. I'm not a type person that like to do a lot of talking, even though I like to talk. But I like action. So my thing is like this show you. I'm showing you a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of ways that you can get involved and do the same thing that you see me do. Thank y'all for joining us today.
Thanks, guys. Hope to hear from you soon.
Yep. Thanks.